Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm FJJ here at podiumarcher.com with my buddy Tyson Yates from Easton. And he's going to cover some of the new soft products since they don't have any new arrows this year other than one very expensive target arrow, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
Yes?
Maybe not a big deal for you, but our target community's loving the arrows. So,
well, if I can ever figure out how to ship this stuff to Europe or Asia, I'll be dominating on that one. That would be great. But they actually did make a really cool arrow, but it's not really hunting related, so it's not something we're going to touch on here. But they made a couple of changes to their soft goods line and a couple of other things that are pretty exciting, but I don't know it very well, so he's kind of going to talk to me like I'm an idiot and explain it to me so you can not feel like an idiot when you're looking at it. Go for it, buddy.
Easy to do. Talk to you like an idiot. Fair enough. Yeah. So the thing I'm most excited about, we have a new quiver. It's called the Pack Mule. So there's some really unique things out there. You kind of, when you first saw it, you're like, it looks like things I've seen out there, right?
Sure.
So,
oh, no, 100%. I saw it a week ago when my sales rep, Jesse, came by, and I was like, meh.
Yawner, right?
Yeah.
Well,
no,
Jesse didn't
exciting.
pitch it too well. So
He did not. Well, he doesn't try to pitch me too hard. We've got a good relationship in that regard. He normally doesn't push very hard.
Nobody likes a pitchy sales guy, so that's all right. So one of the features it has a leg strap. One of the frustrations, anytime you're at like a tournament or attack and you've got your quiver kind of bouncing off your leg, I personally find that super obnoxious. So the design team took care of that. A very underrated feature that I don't know why no one's ever thought of, but an arrow retention strap. So it's basically just like a little bungee there that you can snug your arrows down really simply, so you don't have your arrows bouncing around and you always hear that, your people's arrows clinging around.
That's cool.
It's ambidextrous, so this all moves. It's just Velcro in here.
Okay.
So you can switch it for left or right. It has a magnet rangefinder pouch.
Gotcha.
Some guys wear those up top, on their vinyl harness, but that'll pull out easily. You put a water bottle in there. You can do anything else. Cool. Your bow stand will go here. And then it has just kind of a slide-in top pocket here for a cell phone or whatever you wanted there. This pocket's actually larger than it looks.
Oh, yeah.
It's got some organizer pouches in there, a little spot for your keys. Just places.
Throw a pen, scorecard, whatever, room for it. Cool.
On the back side of it, this is just really comfy. It's designed for all-day comfort. It's a nice kind of a neoprene type feel. You can wear all day and have it be comfortable.
Some padded cushion.
Oversized release pouch, and there's a little pocket right there for your cell phone. So it's
awesome.
really convenient to just be able to reach right on the top, grab your phone, slide it back in.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they really thought of everything. The last feature that I honestly I don't know why no one's also thought of this, but quiver always kind of bunches up on your hip, and kind of sits a little funny, and you'll even see some of like the leather belts crack and break.
Sure.
Plastic belts.
Sure.
So they put just 2 D-rings on the side of that to where it'll move with your body as you walk.
Huh.
A lot more comfortable,
That's very clever.
Yeah, it's just the simple things. Clint and Adam on our design team at Easton, they kind of from the ground up built it and just thought they really nailed every detail.
Gotcha.
So this is about $140 at retail. We have it in the Bottomland camo as well as, I guess I should say, Masioka original Bottomland.
There you go. Sure.
Trademark.
TM.
And we have it in Ranger green and a gray.
Gotcha.
I was going to say slate gray, but isn't that what Matthews calls it?
Why don't they just call it gray and why don't they just call it green? God, you make this stuff confusing unnecessarily. Same price regardless of color?
No, the camo is about $10 more.
Okay.
Yep.
Availability?
It's available now.
Available now?
No, I'm sorry. It is not available now.
Shame on you.
We're talking about it now. We'll start shipping these probably late December.
Okay. All right.
So you'll be able to have them by your website around that.
Yeah, comment down below on what you think of this quiver and how does this compare to some of the other ones that are out there that you've seen. Honestly, like I said, and like he said before, I just kind of glossed over it and went, yeah, whatever. It's another one of those. But after he explained some of the differences in it, I was actually relatively impressed. And we will definitely be carrying these on the website and in our store. But don't buy it from me. Buy it from your local pro shop. They need you. You need them. It's a relationship you need to cultivate and develop. If you're going to survive in this sport, it's definitely very necessary. Do not buy it from me, please. Please buy it from them. If you're going to buy it online, and only if you're going to buy it online, podiumarcher.com for all those archery needs, $99 and up is free shipping and coupon code MFJJ. Might save you a little money. And these will be available on there because I wasn't really going to order very many of them until he showed it to me, and now I actually will order a lot because I think those will sell really well. It's a very nice quiver for those of you looking. And they do have some other options in quivers too that are all reasonably priced, which surprises me because when you look at most of this stuff, you think Easton, you typically think a premium name. Is that fair?
It is fair, and I think
right?
we want it to be that. Well, now, in the arrow side of things, I do feel like we have a price point for everyone.
Sure.
But
you don't want to alienate just because you make good products doesn't mean you're not making affordable products
correct.
as well.
But to say that there's not cheaper arrows than ours in the market probably isn't quite true either. So.
Yeah, but they ain't made here.
That's right.
Yeah, and don't forget about that. Easton is the American-made arrow company out there.
The only
American-made arrow company. And they have a quiver for every price, too, for you as well. And they do make them all in the Tennessee Tuxedo bottomlands. Now, these are the same ones that they've made before, right?
Yeah, no new product here. Well, I shouldn't say new, just a new colorway. So that bottomland camo, we did a dealer and consumer survey of about 100 different people.
Yeah, I guarantee
every response in their top 3, without exception, every response said bottomland.
It is
somewhere in the top 3.
Wild how popular that is.
What's interesting about it is I think it breaks the geographical lines where, you kind of had like, depending on what pocket of the country and you like X camo, but I see this in the West, I see it in the Midwest, and I see it on the East Coast. And I also think with your quiver or bow case, it's not something that, even if you don't wear bottomland camo like on your person, it's cool. And people will still want a bow case or still want a quiver that's that camo, where with other things, you kind of tend to see people want to match.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that's the case with a quiver or bow case.
Yeah, it's that trendy retro thing now. It's like the one that most people are going off of. And just about every bow's made in it too, which shocks me because I had this when I was a kid. Like this is that old of a camo pattern. This was state of the art when I was young. And I'm old.
Genko jeans are also back in though, so you maybe wore those. I saw some the other day downtown. So maybe everything's making it full circle.
There you go. And we got a couple of case options too that are really reasonable. And what I was emphasizing at when I say Easton's a premium name, they make really affordable stuff too. So don't just gloss over that. We're gonna toss these off.
Yeah, I mean quivers, the 2-tube quiver starts at $19.99.
Yeah.
So I mean,
come on.
I have one of those in my bow case. I slap it.
How much are these now?
That is $26.99. Yeah.
It's a 3-tube case with
a pocket.
With a pocket with zippers, and is that Velcro to where you can flip it from left to right?
Yep.
Like that's wild for $30. I don't know how you make that and ship that for $30. I don't get it.
No.
All right, what do we got?
So a couple new bow cases. We've in the past had a price point case called the Micro Flatline. My opinion was it was kind of lacking to be the everyday kind of case. It really was just a spot for your bow. It didn't have any compartments. It didn't have an arrow compartment. So basically we took that case and beefed it up a little bit. We put the arrow case pouch here to store your arrows and a zipper pocket here in the corner to be able to put, your release, your Allen wrench. Cool. So it's really just a down and dirty, simple case that is still going to protect your bow.
Yeah.
I put my bow in this. It'll hold a bows up to 36 inches in length. And I put my bow in here and was baffled. It fit perfect. It was just no foot. You put it in the back of your truck and it's like. Boop.
And what bow was yours?
I shoot I have the RX-9, the shorter one.
Gotcha.
At the 30.
So it's a 30 axle to axle with some good sized cams on it. So that'll give you an idea. How much room did you have?
Not much.
Not much?
Yeah, not much.
Okay, so if you have a...
It's not going to fit an Ultra.
If you have a 33, 34 inch axle to axle bow, this probably won't fit, just to keep that in mind.
This next case will.
And what this looks like when I look at it, because the last ones I saw were the original micros that you were talking about.
Yep.
And it was exactly that. It was a piece of fabric with some padding in it that you could throw your bow in. No compartments, no sorting, no nothing. And Easton also has a really nice hard case that fits in there that's incredibly reasonable as well, that you could add later if you're just trying to throw some arrows in there. This is for your just trying to get a case, something to keep your bow in. You just bought your new bow that's not super expensive, not super high end, and you're out of money. This is honestly a really nice thing for the money. It's very hard to beat. What are these selling for?
This is $50.
$50 with a side pouch and an organized. That's cheap, guys, and it's made from a premium brand. That's hard to beat.
Yeah, and the design team, they really do think over everything. It doesn't have cheap, crappy zippers. I mean, it's pretty well put together. There are cheaper cases out there. I just think the few extra dollars for something of this caliber is worth it, rather than trying to save $10 or $15 and going to something that may not withhold the test of time.
Well, and guaranteed, if it doesn't have a side pouch and another organizing pouch, it's going to be a mess. And you're going to damage your equipment, you're going to damage your arrows, etc., trying to transport them all together.
Or you're going to throw them all in your bow inside with your bow.
Or it's not going to be in there at all, and you're going to have it separate. To have a little side pouch in the front thing, you can put everything you would go use at the range in this and keep it in one spot, which is a nice plus.
Yep. So the next case is essentially a very similar product, but it will fit an Ultra bow.
Gotcha.
So this is actually, it's branded Genesis. So it's kind of targeting that Genesis bow market, so it'll fit those bows very well. But this will also fit even your longer axle-to-axle bows. So it's about $12 more at retail, so you're just over $60. You know, very similar features: the side pouch, the arrow pouch up front. Very similar construction, just a touch longer.
Do you have any idea how long a bow we can get in here?
I know it fits the RX9 Ultra Snug.
Okay, well, there's my 10. Let's open that up.
All right. Testing it live.
Well, let's just see. Oh, yeah, that'll fit in there. Hang on.
Fits the 10?
Let me zip one side here, and then you can push into it and get the other side. Okay, now you can go my way a little bit.
I don't need to.
All right, so that is a 34 axle-to-axle bow. So in theory, you can fit an RX-10. There's a whole bunch of different models in that vicinity that would do it, like your Matthews has got one that size. If you're just looking for something affordable to throw your bow in to take to and from the range without spending $200 or $300 on a really nice case, and don't downplay a soft case. I've actually gotten to the point that I almost never use a hard case anymore, whether it's the Easton bow truck that I travel with exclusively, and that thing has been on a plane at least 20 plus times this year already. I've had no problems with it, and it's a soft bag. So don't overlook soft bags as far as a real means to protect your bow, because it doesn't take up nearly as much space. It's not nearly as heavy. It's easy to bring around. And if all you're going to do is jump in the car and go to the range and go home, there's no reason to have a hard case unless you're trying to like lock it and store it in that from some safety standpoint.
Well, they bang around the back of your truck. They slide back and forth. They scratch your leather seats. Yeah, I'm a big soft case fan, and if you are looking for higher end soft cases, I mean, we do have offerings all the way up to $200 a case. So
what we got here? So mind you, that is a price point case that's affordable for the people that don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. Like, say for example, you're only in the used bow market, which we do sell used bows on our website, by the way, and we do trade-in bows for credit at podiumarcher.com. Things to think about. That might be something that would really partner your price point functional thing, to at least have something to transport in and protect it in. At $60, that's kind of hard to beat. But what do we got here?
So this is the BOGO. Again, this is available in several colorways. This is the new one with the bottomland. Now you start to have, a few additional pockets. You have a larger arrow pocket here that'll fit like the arrow cases. The arrow totes are your round, the Easton round ones. They will fit in the other two cases.
Gotcha.
This will take now your bigger arrow cases. More padding, a little more robust, a little deeper. You've got some organizing pouches inside, and just offers a little bit more protection and a little bit more space, especially once you start trying to transport with your quiver and a few other, like you can transport it very comfortably. I actually can leave my stabilizer on the front and just bring the zipper up, and my stabilizer sticks out the top.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
Yeah, and you're jumping up to about $80 on a case like this. So it's not a huge jump.
Hold on. This is only $20 more than that.
Yeah.
Just buy this. Seriously, $20? Like, and for the record, they've been making this model for a while, although this is the first year with bottomlands available.
This is the first year, yeah.
Okay, this is actually our #1 selling soft case in our stores, hands down over anybody else's. Because once again, dollar per dollar, and there's one thing you can usually rely on for Easton, whether it's arrows, field points, soft goods, you name it, it's going to be a fairly priced item. You're going to get a good quality thing for the amount of money you're spending. If the amount of money you're spending is $40, you're going to get a good quality, affordable bow case. If you're trying to get a nice soft case without spending a whole ton of money, but still have good organization, I don't know how you'd ever wear this out, because when they cut these wider paths, like, let me see that a second. When they cut them like that, the edges of your limbs won't stick against the side of the case. So you're never going to wear a hole through the side of it over time. Like this, you'll probably never wear this thing out.
Or stress, you won't be hitting your zippers, right? Like some of those cases, your cams are going to be always kind of pushing out on those zippers, and it can stress them over time.
Yeah, where the zipper doesn't sit anywhere where the weight would sit. So this is literally, I know it's only $80, and I'm going to say only $80 because that's really not bad if you start pricing things out. It's built in a manner in which you're not going to need to replace it. You're not going to be 3 years down the road, God, my case is blown, I need a new case. Like, these are really nice cases for the money, a quality product from a brand that's known for quality. It's very hard to beat.
Yeah, no, our soft goods in general have always done really well for us. You were talking on the way in, you're like, in the Nashville store, we can't keep these in stock.
Yeah, just blow through them. They're for the price, you're going to have a hard time beating it. And once again, if you're just going from A to B, if it's coming from your house into your car to the range, you're not throwing it in the back of a truck in a rainstorm, strapping it to a UTV going through the upper mountains. there's no reason to need anything beyond this. It does a great job.
With any case, it's so nice. Like, so I like snowmobiling or dirt biking. I have a snowmobile bag. When I go snowmobiling, I grab the bag. Everything I need to snowmobile is in the bag. So with a case, when you jump up to this next price point, a little bit more, organization, a little bit more space, you have your boat bag. Like, you grab this, you go to the range, you have your Allens, you have your basic tools that you need to be at the range. And I think it makes it more simple to go out, and you're not breaking the bank to do it. And you're really taking advantage of Easton's, because of the size of our company, we're able to have things like this and offer it at a lower price than companies who this may be their only offering. Right. So you're able to leverage the overall size of Easton, which allows us to source these at a nice price and be able to offer them to you guys at a valuable price. So
yeah, comment down below on finding something nicer than this for less money. And there's not going to be any comments because you're not going to find one. It's phenomenal. Really, really emphasize it, really recommend it. But you tell me what you think. That's what the comment sections are for. Don't worry, I won't delete any of them. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.